What's going on, everybody? Happy Thursday. Happy 10-Bip Live. Welcome, welcome, welcome back. We are here. You are here. Thank you so much. Hope you've had a great week. If you don't know me, I'm Perry. I'm the host of This Is My Bourbon Podcast, and I guess also 10-Bip Live. But we are back for another week. We're going to have some new faces in the chat and a new face on the stream as well. But I got to say hi to folks as they are coming in. Hello, Sean Pandabaker. Good to see you coming over from the old Dr. Cush. Bourbon, isn't this a little old-fashioned? I don't know why the handles are showing up for some reason. Sugar Kitty, what's going on? Hello, meow, meow, meow. Okay, you got to restart the stream. I missed the first minute. The first minute was the music playing. Kyle, good to see you. MJ Husband, hello. Kyle Whippert, of course. Hi. Cheers, Cushies. Yes, hello, all of the Cush watchers that are here to support your boy. And again, thank you all so much for tuning in. It is my pleasure to be welcoming the one and only Dr. Cush. I will bring him on here in just a moment. But before that, meow, meow, meow. I haven't heard that joke for ages. Yeah, I've only got one good cat joke, and it's just repeating the word meow a few times. What are you going to do? That's how I communicate with my cats as well. I heard recently that, like, if you say the word meow to your cat, they will just think you're an idiot. But if you actually do the full, like present like a cat noise to your cats, they will think this guy is a genius. It's the dumbest thing in the world. Never gets old. I know, man. I know. Personal news-wise, things that have been going on over the past week for your boy. Not a whole lot, I'll be honest with you. Tony Bag of Donuts, Perry, where did you find all those South American boys in Kentucky? They all work for one company. Funny enough, and I met them through my future brother-in-law, Cristobal Soto, who is, of course, engaged to my sister-in-law, Emma Bellamy, world-famous actress, starred in Strangers Pray at Night. But Chris is Colombian, and what Tony is referring to is this week's episode of the podcast, where we taste a bunch of rum. If you haven't checked it out yet, please go do so after this stream. Well, not after this stream, because after this stream, Cush is actually going to be streaming as well. So we'll hop right over there after this stream. But go check out that episode of the podcast. It was me and Chris and Danny and Alberto. And it was a good time. It was a lot of fun just tasting a bunch of rums. But Joe the Sample Guy, hello. My cats are simple. No matter what I tell them, if I don't feed them on time, out come the Glocks. Why did you give your cats guns? Actress, you say? Has she been filming? Has she been in anything filmed in Kentucky? Actually, Strangers Pray at Night was filmed in Kentucky. It was filmed in northern Kentucky. As was a short film called Mamu that was filmed in my house. My old house. It was a good episode. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. All right, folks. Without further ado, so we can get this show on the road, because we got a lot that we're going to pack into the next 2 hours. We're going to get your boy a little bit buzzed up before his own stream. It is the one, the only, the Cush Tender himself, Mr. Dr. Cush.
I brought my own sound effects in case you were worried. I didn't know if I had to bring my own sound effects or if that's something you provided. So I
love it when people are their own hype man, and that was absolutely perfect. That That was incredible.
This is my
Folks,
first time on the podcast, so I figured a memorable introduction.
Before we got started as well, the good doctor said that he wore his finest suit for this evening as well. And I couldn't appreciate it more. I got to be honest with you.
Yeah, listen, I didn't want to show anybody up, but I don't do a lot of this is my second podcast ever. This is the first one that obviously isn't my podcast. This is the first one to ever go live. So you gotta dress up for it. Yeah.
It's perfect. And I think I am going to wind up just turning this into an episode of the podcast anyway, because why not? I may as well. So for those of you who are audio listeners only, you're missing out on the beautiful shirt tuxedo that
yeah. My who farted shirt is in the wash right now, so I wore this one instead.
I'm with stupid and it's pointed the wrong way.
Yeah, exactly. Just right up.
Wait a tick. Am I supposed to be stoned for this? Tony, I think you're fine, man. It's all right. Yeah, we'll drink enough, I think, tonight for some kind of similar.
We'll find
feeling.
that middle ground.
Yeah, Cush, I'm gonna give you a second to introduce yourself to people, because my community might not know you as well. So I'm gonna give you the floor here.
The full screen. Welcome everybody to Dr. Cush's Exotic Drinks. I am Dr. Cush. Listen, I'm a 25-year bartender. I loved bartending so much that I quit bartending after I won LA's Best Bartender in 2018. I then went to the internet. I had some friends of mine that were producing a show, or trying to produce a show, called Mixed Cocktail Hour. I was the host of that for a few years. But in the meanwhile, I was building up Dr. Cush's Exotic Drinks, where we meet 3 times a week to make cocktails. Not just tiki cocktails, despite all of the accoutrement that I have here. We make all kinds of cocktails. I have never worked in a tiki bar, but I love where sort of tiki mixology is coming from. So more than anything, we are building an online bar. I have the greatest, no offense to anybody else's community, I have the nicest community that lives on the internet. They show up 3 times a week. We hang out and we drink, and it is my favorite thing I've ever done, and I don't think I will stop.
I don't think
I'm
you
done.
should stop.
No,
Nor
I'm
should
done,
you
I
stop
promise.
either. We were both talking prior to the stream starting about how this is kind of our one personality trait. That
that's exactly right.
So why would we do such a thing?
Yeah.
I want to talk about something for just a second too, with a gentle reminder to all passengers to please silence your cell phones as well.
That's me. Just gonna do that real quick, just so I know exactly how this works. I'm gonna put it on airplane, and now we are done. I think. Well, that sounds sleep. What does sleeping do? Oh, do not disturb. Well, do not disturb. Done.
That was so funny. Bro's 10 minutes into his second podcast ever, and he's already fumbled it. That was awesome.
Okay.
No, yeah. Timbit community is toxic, but that's my fault. Kyle, brother, there's still time to change, man.
Yeah.
It's okay. I want to talk about something real quick too, which is the kind of like misconception of what a tiki bar is, or like even just tiki cocktails, because like I think that so many people hear tiki cocktails and they just go, oh, it's big sugary fruity drinks, but there's so much more to it, right?
Yeah, tons. So tiki started in 1930. We're not going to get into the whole thing, but tiki started in 1934 because a rum runner, a guy that was he was absolutely an outlaw in the world. He was a pirate. He was a guy named Ernesto Gant, later changed his name to Don Beach. He was a dude that had basically imported a bunch of rum during Prohibition. And he didn't know what to do with it when Prohibition ended because nobody wanted to drink rum. So he started making these really strong rum drinks. So tiki drinks are meant to be super strong. The reason that they have big flavors on the other side is because you're adding a ton of rum. We constantly are asking on the show, is this a tiki drink? Is this not a tiki drink? What makes this a tiki drink? Normally, if there's way too much juice in it, that is just out there. That's a 1980s drink, and that's a whole different show. That's not what we do. So, yeah, tiki drinks are really meant to be rum, like showcases for rum, and the different flavors that you can throw in there. And in my opinion, one of the last real places where bartenders are interesting with cocktails. I worked in those like New York red light bars with the leather couch. I worked in a lot of those. How many different types of old fashioned can you have? But tiki drinks are always sort of pushing the envelope, finding new interesting flavors. And so, yeah, I understand. I love a sweet drink too, but that doesn't really bring in all of the tiki pantheon.
All right, so let's. I want to bring up this question from Tony Bag of Donuts here, real quick. Dr. Cush, are you friends or competitors with Greg at How to Drink?
Neither. I've never met Greg. I like his show. I am certainly not a competitor of Greg. Greg and I do different things. I love that there is a big online bar community. My goal after being sort of unceremoniously let go from my job of 20 years is to close all bars. So my goal is to teach people at their house that making drinks it's not magic. We're not scientists. A lot of us are dropouts, a lot of us, this is very simple. It's a matter of, are you having fun with it? I think Greg is always doing fun stuff. He does an edited show. What am I going to edit? Sit around and watch myself and then cut the lines that I don't think are funny. I'm not doing that. My show is live because that's no extra work for me.
Yeah. The editing
love
process
the guy.
is
Really,
exhausting.
I like what he's up to, and he's always doing interesting stuff.
Yeah. All right, so let's dive into Greg do be wearing the hell out of that plaid lumberjack shirt.
He do be doing that. Yeah, no doubt. It looks like he films in a camper. Am I right? Like it feels like Greg could sort of show up anywhere. Like he walks out, suddenly he's in the Tetons, and next he's on the beach, and next he's in the middle of downtown San Diego. It seems like he's filming in a camper.
Perfect. I love it. All right, let's get started with pour number one.
Great.
You can pour to your heart's content because you do have a show to do later on. You're pouring from the Glencairn too. I love that.
I think I have 7 Glencairns ready to go here. Justin, this is my Westward Glencairn.
There you go.
I don't know what other fun Glencairns we'll pull out of here, but yeah, of course, please. Are we drinking? Yeah. are we tourists? No, thank you.
Bourbon tourism sounds it almost sounds like you're being just extremely highbrow about anything. Yes. Like you're talking down to somebody.
Yeah, 100%.
Greg's actually a super niche pop-up. We all just don't know it yet.
Honestly, I would not be surprised if the Winnebago parked out in front of my house is just Greg. I would be not surprised even a little bit. Maybe I should go check on him.
He's been waiting. He's just waiting for the right moment. Yeah. Tiki Court, hello. Good to see you. Cheers to you too.
We love Tiki Court.
All right. So I'm not going to be particular about the way that you consume these pours. There is a slight theme to this. We will talk about it a little bit later once we get into it. But I'm going to also just generally ask you kind of these same questions as we go through each pour. But we'll start with the nose, and I'll just ask, what do you think about the nose here, Cush?
I'm not catching a ton of sweet on this one. I'm not finding like a lot of fruits. I'll tell you what I'm not finding. let's start by doing the. This is not in here. I'm catching. Touch of banana. Got a touch of banana. Not a super woody situation we got going on here. What's the ethyl acetate? No, what's the banana? I catch a touch of that banana ester.
Sure.
Yeah, listen, I do this professionally sometimes, so I'm trying to be a little impressive on the first one because I'm going to lose all of that by the third one. So I got to get it all out now.
Touch banana.
Touch banana. Yes. Yeah. Please, clip that. Put that all over the internet.
Yes.
Old Cush told you to touch banana.
Dougie G, hello. Good to see you.
Dougie G in the place to be.
I believe this is Max. I know this is Max actually based on his profile picture, but good to see you, Max. Hope you're well. Did he just say don't touch my woody banana? That's what I heard.
Yeah. You can cut that to say that. Absolutely. There it is. I smell acetate.
Okay.
It's an ester. Yeah. It's what banana runs taste like.
Sugar Kitty's a flavor chemist. Okay.
Awesome.
I didn't know that. All right.
Dream job.
All right, brother.
Cheers
to you.
Go up here. Ding.
Oh, hey. Ding, ding.
There you go. Ding, ding, ding. My 5 cameras.
Kush is a lot more evolved in his setup than I am with my 1 camera.
Wow. That tastes a lot different than it smells. I'm catching the ethanol in that. Kind of thin.
My first note on this is typically like pecan, and it's not overly pecan forward, but it is just it is just a present one at the very least.
One of my
I'm not
very
the chemist.
favorite
I've written
things.
software for them. Okay.
Oh, cool. Is it? I think that's as cool.
Dungeon versus Tiki Bar setup is a nice contrast.
We do have a very opposites attract sort of thing going on here.
We do. Yeah. It's just, I'm trying to give everybody something to, it's called balance, Kyle. All right. Anyway, Kush, I've interrupted you a couple times.
One of my favorite things, like the reason that we taste with others or we don't just drink in our houses, there's a couple reasons, but one of them is you suggested pecan. I look for pecan. You're right. I find a little pecan in there. That's not something that I would have searched for in that from the nose. So in tasting it, sweeter in the taste than it is on the nose. No doubt about it.
Yeah. It's not, again, like super present, but it is for some reason like where my mind goes to at first. Where do you think this sits as far as like proof and age go?
This doesn't taste super aged to me. As far as proof, I mean, should we play our little game? See if we can figure it out. Let's go up to this camera. See if we can find our little fingers. It's got I don't know, probably maybe get up to 45 on this one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hi, for us newbies to the 45. Show, is there a correct way to taste, and what criteria are you looking for? This is a very interesting question, and yeah,
I'll let the guy that has my Bourbon podcast answer that one.
Well, I think it's one that we can both discuss because you also lead whiskey tastings. This is a very interesting question and one that has actually kind of come up recently on the podcast as well. I talked about it during the rum episode this week. There's not really, I would say, a correct way to taste, but there is a way to taste that gives you the opportunity to experience flavors in a more robust or a more pronounced way, and it starts with nosing. And when I was doing that episode, I also have a hair in my mouth, and I don't know why. When you nose, the way that I was always kind of told was to slightly open your mouth so that you can let the air kind of flow through the glass. You're experiencing not just the whiskey itself through your nose, but also partially through your mouth as well, because part of how you smell also somehow exists on your taste buds, and vice versa. Part of how you taste also happens through your nose. It is very bizarre. I don't pretend to know the ins and outs of it because I have an arts degree, not anything to do with the human body. But that generally sets you up for your palate up for the actual taste and experience. Once you move into that, there are a couple ways to do it. The first sip is usually going to be the most ethanol forward, the most alcohol forward, because your palate is adjusting to the alcohol-based drink. So it's typically going to be kind of a rush of of alcohol. Once you get past that, it's nice to go back and do what we call in the bourbon community the Kentucky Chew, or excuse me, the Kentucky Chew, the Chew, whatever. You can just call it the Chew, if you want.
We have the Kingston Nash in rum.
So basically, what that is you take the bourbon, the whiskey, the spirit, whatever, and you not really like slosh it around in your mouth, but you move it around so that it gets into your gums. It moves around all sections of your palate, so that you can really allow yourself to, because your tongue is divided into different quadrants, I think is how it's described, if I'm not mistaken. And maybe not even quadrants is the right word, but different areas. And it tastes different parts of spirits, different flavors in separate ways. Kentucky Chew, the whiskey Pokemon, I love that so much. And like you will taste sweetness in one part, you will taste spice in another, and by doing the chew itself, you're allowing things to just be more spread out. A lot of this comes as well with experience. Once you get through more and more of tastings, you also start to notice things like finish, which is as the spirit starts to kind of evaporate on your palate once you've done the actual swallowing of the spirit, and you've started to notice how much it lingers and what kind of flavors are left behind too, the length of the finish, how big or small, such stuff like that. So it's a multi-layered approach. But when you do something like a bourbon podcast and you're evaluating spirits, you have to like take time and at least develop some kind of tasting process to understand what it is that's going on. So long-winded swallowing giggles. Yeah, I know. So what did I leave out, Cush? I feel like I probably I butchered a couple things or left
No,
something
I
out.
think you nailed it. So I always describe with the mouth open. I say, like, if you're flying down the freeway and one of your idiot buddies opens up one window and the whole car starts to shake because, like, the air pressure changes. I always open my mouth so that the ethanol isn't shaking my whole head. You're
Right.
taking in a little bit less ethanol. You're tasting more of that stuff. I do it in the Kentucky Chew, and then I just do a big fat gulp that goes right past my gullet into my belly, and then I sigh like I have to fire my dog, like a
Yep.
so that you can get that finish. Those are the 3 steps that I look for, and stuff changes in between those 3. The nose versus the chew versus the finish. But
Yep.
I think you nailed it.
Kyle, I developed my palate quickly by comparing multiple pours at once, very small amounts, nosing as close to the glass as possible until I would experience nose prickle, then small sips. I know that Kentucky hug. Hello, Paul. How are you? Good to see you. With rum, I've had to adjust the distance during nosing at times to pick up different notes. Yes, especially like when proof changes as well. Higher proof, you don't necessarily need to be as like close as deep into the glass because it is a less diluted spirit. It's more pronounced, and so you kind of just everything's a lot more, in your face more than anything.
Yeah. I find bourbon too.
Whiskey.
Bourbon usually the nose on a bourbon isn't as strong as other whiskeys. So length, like with rum, certainly there are crazy funky rums that you can do that with, but with bourbon not so much. More length with like scotches and other big grains. Corn's kind of a small grain.
Absolutely. Bourbon means you always chew before you swallow. They're coming. They're coming hard for me.
I only really speak English, so I don't know what.
No. That's fine. That's fine. Got lost pretty quickly there. That's fine. That's fine. All right. So how would you rate this first pour? How are you feeling about it overall?
I think it's nice. Honestly, I don't want to go too hard on anybody, but I would mix that. I think that would go really well in a mix. I feel like it has those flavors that I think lemon and sugar might help bring out for a sour, or even a couple other bigger flavors, like in an Eastern sour, something with orange juice and that kind of thing. I think that it works. I think it's to me, it seems a little lower proof for even a Manhattan. I think about it in terms of cocktails. So I think it might make an okay Manhattan, but for my Manhattans, I want the whiskey to sort of punch me in the gut and try and steal my wallet.
Yeah.
that's my ideal bourbon.
I get it, man. I get it. Well, this is all for anybody who doesn't get it. It's all blind. For Cush, it is double blind, so he doesn't know what anything in this flight is. And I will not reveal it until we get through. You actually nailed one thing completely on the head, and I cannot wait to tell you what it was. But I will not reveal anything to you until we get through all of the pours. Cool. We can go ahead and move on to number 2 before we talk about some of the news of the week as well.
Great.
So
yeah, news makes me want to drink, so better start drinking before the news.
Well, it's bourbon news, so it's not as well.
Still,
stuff's been kind of depressing in the bourbon realm recently too. So I'm not gonna, I'll
bring out my this is my Macallan Glenfiddich. I don't know if you guys can even see it. It's kind of shiny there. My Macallan. This is number 2 we're pouring in. There we go. Glug. Pouring some medium pours. I feel like that's probably about what I can handle before doing a show later tonight. Just off the bat, this one's a little darker.
Just a hair.
But just a hair. Darker nonetheless.
Double blind Cush nugget. I don't.
Yeah.
I don't
I'd love to take that
even
as a
know
nickname
what
if
that
that's
sequence of words means.
Yeah. I'm playing this thing called cryptic crosswords where they give you a weird sentence. That seems like, I think blind is the indicator, so we're going to take the OU out of whatever.
Yeah,
exactly
that. Okay, cool.
Exactly. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, we'll figure that one out.
We got it. Yeah.
Yeah. Sweeter. I'm taking more fruit in this one. Cherry. I'm picking up some blackberry in this one. This is more pie-ish than the other one.
If it's Macallan, then the color is E150A. We've got the actual
the
actual Pantone swatch.
I love
pulled
it.
up.
I love it. Is E150? Is that the color? Is that the gloop they put in to make Macallan the right color? I think there's a gloop. There's a caramel color. I think it's E1. I think it's E150 or E180. I forget. Somebody in my chat knew that. It blew me out of the water. I was like, you did not
literally
need to be tuning
is.
into me. Is it?
It literally is.
Yeah.
Caramel color.
Listen,
E150A.
I am not. Gosh, I think it might have been Forlorn. No. I know exactly what it was. It was Godzilla the Hun, the most reasonable person on my stream. I was like, sometimes they put this color. He goes, E150A. I was like, what are you you having a stroke? What's going on? He's like, no, that's the caramel color. All right, well, let me turn these on to learn something. Yeah, E150 is that it's that color that they. So bourbon can't do that. Bourbon's the only one that can't do that. Everyone else, color it up, whatever.
I guess technically rye can't too, like American rye.
Yeah.
But.
Yeah, rye. I mean, we'll talk about it, I'm sure, but rye seems like it's sort of falling in line with bourbon, like American rye. Yeah. It's just like we didn't really have any rules, so I guess we'll do bourbon rules. Let's just do bourbon rules.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Okay. Less of the ethanol, certainly a thicker feeling whiskey. It feels like there's more in it, more sugar almost. Feels like the same ABV, but you're not tasting that ethanol.
Right.
Yeah. So it feels right around there, but whatever the sweet that is in here, whatever that thickness is, not the E150A, but whatever else that is, whatever wood is going in here. I feel like this one probably aged a little longer than the first one. That's my feeling on it. And let's do, we'll do the finish here. Yeah, the ethanol disappears really quickly. So it's not like it doesn't feel, it probably has similar ethanol to the last one, similar ABV, but I feel like it's I know I've watched a number of your podcasts. I know you don't love the term smooth because what the hell does smooth mean? And I'm with you. But the way that I would describe this is just thicker and a little less harsh. I would put this on an ice cube and drink this.
Yeah. This one is intriguing me based on Doc's description.
Oh, there you go, Shawnee P.
Possibly finished.
Oh, I didn't even think about double woods. Gosh.
Can you give us a rating on the 1 to 100 scale?
God, I hate the 1 to 100 scale. I'm so just wrote. So Paulie Bellamaro has been with me. He's been coming into my classes since I used to do them live in downtown LA when I would do those things. So Paul, I think Paul knows exactly where to poke. The first one I would give it in the I would go probably high 70s. I think this one probably mid 80s, low 80s. Let's call it low 80s.
Okay.
All
right. Interesting.
Oh God.
All right.
Oh no. Am I gonna find out? Am I gonna find out that I have the cheapest taste in whiskey of all time? I think that is the goal.
Who's to say? All right. Let's
You
talk.
are. You are to say, and you should say it.
Let's talk about what's been going on in the world of bourbon over the past week real quick. There was a big announcement that came out from Heaven Hill earlier this week on Tuesday. They are celebrating 90 years of independent family ownership with a super limited, I don't understand why it's so limited, but it is what it is. It's a 9-year-old Kentucky bourbon at 107 proof. Excuse me. It's a blend of 70% Kentucky straight bourbon whiskey and 30% Kentucky straight bourbon whiskey aged in heavy char barrels, featuring, of course, their standard mash bill of 78% corn, 12% malted barley, and 10% rye. I am very excited about this release. I am hoping to get a media sample to try on the show, but it is $125 per bottle. I don't fully understand why it's at the price point that it is. Maybe just because it's limited, but it's got this nice new limited bottle that Heaven Hill has been doing over the past couple of years with some of their higher end releases. Got the new fancy looking little box as well. But yeah, 9 years, 8 months, Rick House's G and H on the 4th and 6th floor. I'm not expecting this to have a wide distribution either. I can't wait to never get one of the never get this one too. Yeah,
that's a very funny comment. That's how I feel about a lot of this stuff. Oh, I can't wait to talk about it, but never ever be able to try it.
I mean, it happens so often, and you know, when I do this coverage these days, it's literally just to kind of bring awareness to what's out on the market or some of these, you know, releases that are happening, because there is cool stuff that's coming out, but it's likely that, you know, especially with like Buffalo Trace's Antique Collection, it's fun to talk about, especially that, you know, they added a whole new bottle to the lineup this year, but so few people are going to be able to get some of those bottles. But here we are again. Like, I mean, I feel like if Heaven Hill was really trying to be celebratory in this nature, they would make it a bigger thing that more people had more access to. I don't know. And it feels like, especially while we're in such a weird place in the bourbon market, and we're going to be talking about that a little bit more here in a bit, why on earth would you not want to get something out to the market itself for people to basically be able to walk into any liquor store and pick up?
Yeah. I studied to be a sommelier about 20 years ago, and the first rule of sommeliering is you got to sell wine. So however you are able to make that wine seem more appealing, whether you find the right price or you find the right limitations, you know, you take a bunch of that wine and dump it into a field, so now it's a limited release. People seem to like that. You know, I don't want to get too black pilled on this, but certainly having a bit of a limited release means that there are, you know, a bunch of whiskey perverts that are like, I have to have that one. That is the one I got to try it before anybody else does.
Absolutely. And there are going to be people like that too, because despite whatever like feelings that we have about the market right now and the way that there's very obviously, you know, a downturn in the way that people are spending money in the bourbon market, there is still a crazed part of the fandom or the community that will still go to the ends of the earth to buy one of these bottles.
Absolutely.
And it's inevitable that whether it's on secondary or whether they, you know, are waiting in line outside of Heaven Hill to get one of these, like they will find a way. They will find a way. And I mean,
I was like
right.
that with
it
fidget
is
spinners.
all about the money.
Yeah.
with fidget spinners.
Fidget spinners, yeah. I was really listen. If it was a limited edition fidget spinner, I had to have it. So I think Dougie's right. It's all about that. It's all about those $4 signs. You know, they bump up that price. Listen, it's in the end, it's a game. Some of the greatest whiskeys of all time are $20 a bottle, and that's just you know, how else are they going to sell their whiskey?
Well, and I mean, to that point too, I mean, the Turkey 8-year that they put out in honor of Jimmy was not $20, but still, Turkey 101 is an excellent everyday bottle that you can get at any liquor store. And will if there is a clear sign of the apocalypse or, you know, hell freezing over, it'll be when Wild Turkey announces that they can no longer, you know, push out Wild Turkey 101.
Right.
You know, but Kyle does bring up a good point that the Jimmy's 8-year is a great example of a widely available celebratory bottle. I mean, they did everything right with that release, I feel like. But speaking of interesting releases, this was coming from this really made my ears perk up when I first caught wind of it earlier this week. The Little Book Infinite. This is the second release of the Infinite, I believe, coming from Jim Beam. Of course, this is Freddie No, one of the newest master distillers at Jim Beam. This is his little baby over at Jim Beam. It has a blend of 4 bourbons, some of which was distilled by Booker No, his grandfather, which, of course, he started the Booker's line in the 80s. But it's a blend of 20-year-old distillate by Booker, 14-year-old by Fred, his father, and a 7-year-old that was distilled by Freddie, and an 8-year-old that Fred and Freddie worked on together. It's at 120.8 proof, and it's another one of those that's got a pretty steep price point, but I still know that people are going to eat it up. But it did, like, there was still a part of me where, like, even thinking about it, and I'm still kind of like, I don't know, maybe, like, even at $200, I mean, having actual distillate in it, and who's to say how much of this 20-year or 22-year, I guess is what it actually is, that was distilled by Booker No, how much of it is actually in this release. But the fact that it is in there at all is astounding and is extremely rare. The idea
that's
for the
cool.
Infinite
That's
is such a... Oh, go ahead.
No, just what a fun way. You know, we do a ton of infinity bottles with rum in tiki. You know, trying to blend out. You know, the whole beginnings of tiki was Don running out of bottles and mixing bottles to make it there. So I love to see that. I love infinite bottles are always just a ton of fun, especially when it's coming from these guys who've put their. You know, this is what they do for a living. You know, I could have gone into.
Absolutely.
I'm not exactly sure what my dad did for a living. He's tried to explain to me a few times, but I could have gone into like business. And then, you know, we merge our business, kind of the same thing. But now these guys are really good at what they do and are able to, just unique. What a fun thing to do. Would I be able to tell the difference? Probably not. And at $200 a bottle, I can tell you right now, no. So,
yeah. Well, and I think that's what's so fun about, like, crossing over our communities as well. Like it's one thing to have my side of things where people are, you know, being really diligent about, you know, well, is this worth a $200 purchase and breaking it down based on the components and everything. Like the big kind of red flag for me here is, well, yes, there is 22-year-old bourbon in it, but there's also 7-year-old bourbon that is likely making up the base of what this product is.
Yeah.
And so on like the Tim Bip side of things, we're going like, what's the, you know, the cost benefit analysis? And likely on the Cush side of things, it's like, I am out at $200 no matter what is in here.
Out, absolutely out. Yeah, no, listen, I mean, so because are they going to put a no age statement on that, or are they going to, I mean, or are they going to call it a 7-year bourbon with 2-year or a 22-year and 20 years?
It just is a 7-year bourbon. Like that's the age statement, like they can't call it a 22-year-old bourbon because
for sure.
For anybody who doesn't know, age statements for alcohol have to refer to the youngest product in a blend. So
not rum.
So it's just bourbon, or I guess bourbon and rye.
Yeah, I know that. Right. Yeah, we're not aging a ton of gin in a lot of places. So I don't know what gin's deal is. This is the wicked stepsister. The rest of it, but no, rum is the Wild West with aging. You can call Solera the 23. They call it the 23. They're getting sued over it, but I think they're going to win that one because rum doesn't have to have their age statements can be whatever the heck they want.
Right. But yeah, it can have 35-year-old bourbon in the blend, but if it has 4-day-old bourbon, it has to be called a 4-day-old bourbon on the label. There's no getting around it legally. But Kyle was saying the idea for the Infinite is such a fun way to do a Solera blend, expensive but still fun. And then Paul was saying Bourbon Bros still following delivery trucks to liquor stores out here in LA after scoping out allocated whiskey being loaded into those trucks. Insane.
Yes, they are. I know a couple of the whiskey buyers out here in LA, and I know that there are days that I just can't get a hold of them. Like there's no way to get a hold of them. They are being inundated with everybody with some new thing that they're hiding bottles under their desk. It's a weird world. It's a weird world.
And it's weird too because we keep saying like it'll be over soon, like things will change, and it just seems to never to never change. It just constantly we're inundated with this insanity on all sides, like new releases that are way too expensive, people fawning over it just because of the some kind of notoriety or whatever. But anyway,
Pappy did that to us. I mean, that's the first one I really remember was Pappy. Pappy, allocating, Pappy losing whole trucks of it to say, the allocation is lower this time. Like the whole thing of I don't know if you remember the story of the bartenders that took their Pappy allocation and put it into Jello shots, and they were never allowed to buy Pappy again. Yeah, they Pappy got in there and really started to mess with the fabric of bourbon in the United States.
It's fantastic.
Yeah, it's awesome.
This is just good fun. This is just good quality fun. Jack Daniels is putting out a 3-liter bottle of Old Number 7. I just don't I don't have anything to say about it other than this is rad,
That's a party right there.
Like Frank Sinatra is just the happiest man in the world,
I got a brother-in-law. That's all he asked for Christmas is the Gentleman Jack. He gets a bottle of Gentleman Jack every year. So hopefully they'll do this because then I don't have to buy him a Christmas present for 3 years. That would be a really nice and easy. Here's 3 years, John. Have at it. And unfortunately, I'm a bad influence, so I'm sure we would kill that before Christmas break is over.
Liquor Barn got them in, and I couldn't stop laughing at it. I mean, it's very hard to put this into scale with the way that they've set it up. It kind of just looks like a regular Jack Daniels bottle.
Yeah.
But that being said, though, this little guitar amp, I guess, is supposed to be how you reference the actual size in general.
Yeah. Put a banana.
But that being said, though, I don't know, streamers or something. It's very hard to make out. It's very obvious that they're at a holiday party, but
yeah,
implying that this is the only way that you can fully enjoy a holiday party.
Yes. I guess a little jack, yeah, a lot of jack and tiny amps. Yeah, boy, that's I don't know if that's going to fit behind my bar. So, do they give a price on it?
Let's see.
Is that $80?
$80.
Oh, that would make my shopping so much easier. Yeah. That's spectacular. Spectacular. Really good. What are they charging so much for it?
I don't know. Isn't a regular bottle of Jack like $20?
Yeah.
I mean, I guess
that
okay. I guess it makes sense.
If you scale it, I mean, what 4 is 250, so yeah. You're getting a small, you're getting half a liter there for free.
Oh my gosh. I heard the word insanity and I had to appear. Hey, Pear Bear and all. Hello, Chris. Hope you're doing great. That much whiskey deserves a handle. It absolutely does. That is just
yes.
That is just like begging to be dropped and broken.
Oh yeah, you're gonna chip a tooth. I mean, you gotta pull like the double-handed. I don't want that in the GIF, whatever GIF you guys are making, but you got to pull a double-handed. That's gonna slip. You're gonna lose a tooth, and that's an embarrassing way.
We got to give you the full screen for that.
One of these. Yeah, there we go.
There you go.
Yeah, no, you're gonna chip a tooth. What an embarrassing way to say. Like you weren't even drinking, something that is respectable in the world. There, you're drinking Old Number 7, which is a great, a lot of fun. A lot of fun, but you're gonna have to tell that story. You're gonna have to tell it to at least your dentist.
They had a stand for it and everything, like those old granddads or whatever those big boys were back in the day. I remember those bottles. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
We've had 3-liter Jacks on a wooden tilt stand cradle. So what are you freaking out about? Next, you guys might get the 4.5 liter Jim Beam.
Finally. I mean, as a species, can we all come together and say we've done it? We're done. We've invented everything. 4.5 liters of Jim Beam. We're done.
Dog, we're never getting free health care.
No, never. No, absolutely not. No. That's funny. What are we working for? To the streets.
Yeah. I need the gallon of Beam. I mean, that's insane. Cush, also for reference, Chris is Australian. So that's why
what's up, Chris?
That's why he's saying that they've had 3-liter Jacks for a while.
Everything's bigger. Yeah, you can't kill small spiders or you can't kill big spiders with a 750.
Honey, get the 3-liter of Jack. We got another one.
Oh, Craig, gotta get it. Yeah. Murder a kangaroo with that thing, man. That is tough. Yeah.
Michter's announced today that they're releasing their 20-year bourbon again. This is an annual release that comes from them. It is usually very expensive. And, of course, this year is no different at 114.2 proof. It is $1,200.
Wow. Well, the good news is you won't be drinking and driving because you won't be driving, I think. I think maybe you'll have to turn in your car for that.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Oh, wait a second. Chris just texted me this.
Oh.
Why is it 450 Aussie dollars? It's 80 in the US.
There's a I mean, are we taking into account the cradle?
Yeah, but you can get a wooden cradle.
Yeah.
You can get a wooden cradle in the US.
No.
And that's still $80.
No. Fake news. No. Only that cradle. Only that cradle works. There's only one cradle that works. That's the one.
Shout out to the cradle.
Yeah. No, that's sorry. Only this cradle, please.
This is okay, but taxes are like there's taxes are not a good explanation, I feel like, for a $450 bottle with a cradle.
Well, yeah, you're forgetting about the cradle tax. That's a tough one.
Oh, you know what? You're right. I did forget that there's a very steep cradle tax in Australia.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah. See, that's why they needed their guns. They get rid of their guns. Suddenly the taxes go out of the cradle tax gets out of hand.
Aussie cradles are very high quality.
That's insanity.
Anyway,
that's insanity. Yeah.
$1,200 for this release.
And may I mention, no cradle comes with this one that I see in the picture. So
you
outrageous.
bring up an excellent point.
Yeah,
it
what a
does
waste
have a
of
nice
time.
little box, though.
Yeah. Yeah, you can put some handles.
What are they
on
doing photographing this in a rocks glass, by the way?
Yeah. I don't know. And like, yeah, open the bottle. I know that's not that stuff.
Where'd they get the whiskey from, man?
There's not even an angel share missing from that. Like that's a different whiskey. They didn't open another bottle to pour that in. That is a different whiskey, my friends. Do not let them.
This is something I am really looking forward to never having. Yes, Kyle.
Yes.
Something that you will definitely be able to get, because this is a brand new wide release coming from Willet. This was just announced today. Their family estate small batch bourbon, which I don't know how they haven't done this before. They've had the rye on the market for a very, very long time. It is a blend of 2 different mash bills. 70% of it is 72 corn, 13 rye, and 15 barley. And the other part, 30%, is 52% corn, 38% rye, and 10% malted barley. I think that this is probably going to be, we don't have a price listed, around $60 or $70 if I had to guess, because that's where the rye sits most times. But I'm fairly excited for this. I like the small batch rye quite a bit. We'll see how it fully turns out, though.
It looks like they've really like wine-ified that bottle. Like it really looks, they the like Merlot wrapping they put on the top.
Well, so this is the purple top is a common motif for Willet single barrels, and they call it the purple top because of it. And Kyle said, "R.I.P. to the purple top bros. Those dudes are either super excited or super mad." I think they're gonna be super mad in about a month when they've exhausted themselves by going into every liquor store and thinking that they've found purple tops just sitting on shelves and it's just the small batch. I think that will be really funny, honestly.
Yeah.
Look at your
bit of a purple herring.
Oh my gosh. Chris just sent me.
Yes. Well, okay, and this makes sense. Look how much less it is, because this cradle is clearly inferior.
It's
this
a
is
sad cradle.
Cradle.
It's a really sad cradle.
Yeah.
It's just kind of a wire more than anything. But I absolutely adore the fact that you're going to have to take out a second mortgage to find space for this bottle anywhere.
Now, okay, so just real quick. I'm trying to like picture. So is the cradle just to hold it in, or does the cradle actually like tip to help you with the drinking? Like, do you take do you take like a knee and tip the bottle into you so you can only do this one-handed? Like, what is the cradle's purpose? Or is it just display?
I think it's supposed to help you like pour it into your glass.
Okay.
That being said, though, that looks like me in a lawn chair.
Yeah, that's about right. Yeah, I don't know Kyle well, but
no, you're getting it.
Right there.
Picking up what he's putting down.
Yeah, white shirt, black pants, a big sunburn right here. Probably Jim Beam tattooed across his chest. Yeah.
He's also got a mustache, so I don't know if that helps your mental image at all.
I you know what? I probably could have guessed that. You give me a second, I probably could have got that.
No, it's supposed to be functional as far as I know.
Okay.
But I mean, like the old ones back in the day were supposed to be too. But I mean, this is incredible. This is peak human craftsmanship.
I've only been doing this for about 25 years and have never once sipped booze from a cradle. So I feel like, life goals. That's what I got coming towards me. I got a cradle. Yeah. I have a
It tips
PO
to
box.
pour
Somebody
into
wants to
cooking.
send me a cradle.
It tips to pour into cooking. Is that all I used Jim Beam White for? At least it was 80 proof, not 74. Yeah. Oh man. All right. Before we go any further, let's go ahead and get our third pour going because it's been a while since we've had anything.
Well, don't worry about me.
I've had some sips too, but we haven't moved on just yet. Can you imagine the bottle line doing these and then following up with the 50 ml minis? Having to switch over, would just be I feel like it would be an industrial nightmare, honestly.
Yeah. A cradle that fits on your keychain, though, might be worthwhile. I mean, something we should, maybe a little business plan.
True. That's, hey,
all right,
now we're really
this is my favorite one. It has nothing on it. There's no...
just a blank
no words on this one.
Those are typically my
branding.
favorites, too. But this one, for me, is Bourbon and Beyond, Glen.
Okay.
That I probably was not supposed to take from the festival.
This one, definitely darker. Definitely a darker look to the other ones. So I'm going to take a guess and say I'm looking for a little bit more wood in this. Found it. Found it right there. It's in the glass.
Present.
Yeah. Nutty. Kind of like getting like a peanut butter kind of thing going on with this one. Dry. Maybe a high rye situation in this one. Just throwing out words. I know by the end of this, you're going to be like, listen,
you're doing great.
All five of them were the same, and you're a dork. Get out of here. All right.
I think you're doing fantastic.
Yeah. No. I'm much drier than the other two, just in the nose. Let's see how we do with the sip.
Yeah, go for it.
Is the theme thicker? We're just getting thicker. This one almost has the consistency of peanut butter. Like, yeah, my goodness. That one coats. Really dry. Like I'm catching almost. If you were to have me guess, I would say that this tastes more like a rye than it does a bourbon. I'm catching the sweet like at the very end, but the sweet is also nutty. It's very like without being those crappy novelty ones, the 30 proof or the 60 proof. This is like as nutty as it gets. Like this would go really well with Chambord. Make like a peanut butter and jelly Manhattan. This is interesting. This is not something that I've experienced. God, if you say it's Makers, I'm going to lose my mind.
It's not Makers. I'll go ahead and say that.
Great, thank you. Yeah, really thick, really coaty, really like, honestly, peanut buttery. As far as like how I feel like this one almost needs a cube. You almost need to sort of water this one down a little bit. Having a tough time with the ABV though.
Okay.
1 second. Let me.
Kyle's having fun in the chat, but I'm gonna tell Kyle he's incorrect.
Okay, good. All right. Yeah. I maybe it's just how thick this thing is. I'm not catching a ton of the ethanol, but I think the fact that I'm catching any of the ethanol in something this like meaty means that we're probably getting a little higher. I would say plus 90. I would say plus 90 proof on this one. Oh, and age. God, that's tough. I mean, it's darker. It's probably I'm taking a guess and say that the water has sort of evaporated. So I bet this one sat for a while. Maybe plus 10 years. I would say I got some age on that one.
All right.
That's Kyle, you writing that
You're
down?
doing great, man.
Good. All right, good. Oh, shit. That sounds bad.
No, you're doing great, man. You're doing great.
Good. All right.
I love this.
What do I have?
So every year, there is an event put on by one of our members of the Whiskey Tube community. His name's Matt Porter. He has a channel called ADHD Whiskey, and his well, you can probably assume why.
Yeah. No, honestly, I don't know. I don't know where my ADHD came from. Whether it's the whiskey's helping or the whiskey got me there. But I do like those two things seem to work out.
But every year, he hosts a tasting competition. It's kind of I think he calls it an invitational. But he brings a bunch of like content creators together, and we have a taste off, and he calls it Matt Madness.
I love it,
and it's a lot more intense than what we're doing, but it's a lot of what I take. I've taken a lot of inspiration from Matt in terms of like some of the line of questioning that I've given you, just like what do you think about age, proof, whether or not it's finished, stuff like that. And also, Paul wants to know your rating.
Yeah, Paul, this is a tough one because it is different than anything I've tasted. I would probably put the rating somewhere. Honestly, for uniqueness, I'm gonna go high 80s. I feel like that's a real, like, I don't know, if you can definitely distinguish a whiskey from another one, I think you got to give it some extra points. I would absolutely sip on this one. So I would go probably mid to high 80s.
Kyle wants to know if what you would rate it on a scale of 6.
Yeah,
I was
probably
try to
6,
say it with a straight face, and I just can't.
Listen, I put it in the cradle. I take it right to the face.
There you go.
That's how I would do it. I'd cradle this one, no doubt about it.
This man left with no teeth. I forgot to mention this at the top of the show too, but as always, if you want to support the show while it is happening live, you can do so by heading to the link pinned at the top of your chat, the Stream Elements link. We call them Snuffy Chats, not Super Chats, because they're named in honor of the patron saint of 10-Bit Live. It's Mr. Snuffleupagus back here. I believe, you believe, we all believe. I can see him, as you know. You can tip the show through that link, and it directly supports what we do here. I normally would have the donations show up on the top left-hand part of the screen, but my OBS is busted right now, and it will not show up. So that's what you get with open source software, which actually is the best thing in the world, and I love it. But
in between updates, it's been killing me. It's been absolutely killing me. Every time they put out one, I almost wait for like 3 days before they put out the patches before I update it, because it's ridiculous.
I need to turn off the automatic updates is what it is more than anything. But anyway, let's hop back into the news, and this is not the fun news portion of the shows, but bro, Campari can't stop.
I just don't understand. I don't understand. These liquor companies have had an absolute monopoly, an unregulated monopoly on this whole thing, and cannot stop screwing up. They can't stop screwing up. From Diageo and all of their tequila woes, Campari. I mean, like, you guys had it on lockdown. You could buy anything you want to, bring it in, do the whole thing. There were 12 liquors when 12 bottles when I first started this whole thing. Now there's thousands, and I don't get it. I don't know. Am I in a scummy industry? I might be in a scummy industry.
Yes, we are. I mean, but what industry isn't? I mean, that's unfortunately what it gets down to. Like, but the thing is, like, if we want to, and this is something that I have belabored over and over and over again over the past, 8, 10, 12 months, that if we're going to hyper focus on bourbon, the boom of the past 5 to 10 years has just made so many people at the tippy top of this industry extremely greedy.
Yeah.
And thinking that they won't get caught.
Right.
Chris also just told me to check my phone again. Hold on a second. He's showing me his
there it is. Wow.
His big cradle bottle. And it's also come with a video.
Oh, it does move. Look at that.
That is crazy.
This is modernism in its full effect. I mean, honestly, it's almost better than perpetual motion. That is spectacular. That is spectacular. More booze in cradles. If we learn nothing,
we need it.
More booze in cradles.
What was Kyle's comment earlier? Keychain cradle sounds illegal.
Well, listen, okay, yeah, that's all right. That's all right. Okay, fine. Yeah, okay. Talking about what, sorry, is Kyle a lawyer all of a sudden?
No, he is not.
Excuse me, officer.
It's illegal to be a full-time dreamer.
Yeah, exactly.
Anyway, so to know my dog is there's nothing in the rule books that says dogs can't be lawyers.
True,
anyway,
it's true.
I've had that for 14 years. It was a gift for my students. Now I think they think I'm an alcoholic.
Smart kids. I
man.
mean, honestly, you did well. You taught them well.
Oh no, I think you led them down the correct path for sure.
Yeah, absolutely.
Anyway, so you probably gleaned this by now, chat, but Campari apparently committed tax fraud to the tune of what? How much was it? I don't remember exactly. Here it was, $1.5 billion. The seizure of the equivalent of 1.29 billion euros in Campari shares reportedly comes in a tax evasion investigation of the spirit company's controlling shareholder. This shareholder, Lagfen, holds roughly 17% of Campari's total market value. It revealed 5.3 billion euros of don't do that. Of undeclared capital gains that required an exit tax in order to transfer fiscal residence abroad. Lagfen is owned by Italy's I'm not going to try to Garavoglia? Sure. Family, which has denied the allegations. Lagfen claims 80% of Campari's voting rights per Reuters. They own 17% and they have an 80% voting capacity. That's insane.
That's bonkers.
That's the wildest thing. I need to stock up on Campari ASAP. I mean,
Shawnee P on my show is our Campari expert. I personally, the actual liquor, I personally don't care for a lot of red Italian liquors. I feel like they're invasive ingredients, but Shawnee P loves them. So whenever we make a Campari cocktail, Shawnee gives us his interpretation because mine is clearly off. So yeah, Sean, I honestly, I'm going to need you to load up. See if see if they'll give it to you in a 3-liter, and if they will, what the cradle situation is. Because yeah.
So do you want it when it's empty, Perry, for your blending bottle for blend again? I can't imagine what that would be to ship from Australia. The rich live in a different world. You're not wrong. And honestly, what we're witnessing here too is just another example of again, they just think that they won't get caught, or they think that they're untouchable.
Yeah.
And over and over and over again in this industry, we're just witnessing people failing to recognize that their actions have consequences.
Yeah.
I don't know any other way to put it other than this is not the alcohol industry is not different. For any amount of money, I will touch you, Perry.
Thanks, Jade.
I can't get a single thought out without being just corrupted by my chat.
My chat is the greatest. My chat self bounces. I used to go to this great bar in L.A. called Frankenhank's, and it was like the most dangerous dudes of all time. And the owner was this like little 4-foot Korean woman named Snow. But there was never a fight in there because they self bounced. If you were a dick in Frankenhank's, you got tossed.
Amazing.
My audience does the exact same thing. My audience is very nice, but they self-regulate. Yeah, they're self-selecting.
Mine does not. They just want to corrupt me as efficiently as possible, as evidenced by my good buddy Chad here. How did you get Hank? How did you get the Hank above the Frank?
They just hoist.
Just a good yoink.
Get up there. We got a Frank, we got a Hank, we got to get one of them up there.
God. Anyway,
well, great.
I don't know what else to say about this. I don't know what else to say about this other than this is just terrible.
Harder to get, and it's just going to make, it's going to, the prices are going to go weird for a while, as if prices weren't already weird on everything.
Well, I mean, this is also coming off the back of Wild Turkey reporting that they had like a really good third quarter this year too. I just am like, I'm not surprised. I went to see TSA faces when it's in my carry-on. That's hilarious.
What the hell? Boy.
Again, I'm not surprised. It's just like, it's just frustrating that it keeps happening. The alcohol. To finish my point I was making earlier, like the alcohol industry is not, it's not different from any other industry. It's not, it's not separate from an industry where we also see corruption. We also see people trying to cook the books, as it were. I mean, this is just pure and simple. It's just it's just evil, man. I don't know a better way to put it.
It's just bad news. It's just bad. It just hurts everybody. It's and especially since there's so many great small independent distillers that are having the hardest time getting in anywhere because they can't. Campari's not gonna help them with their distributors. They're so then these little these great little aguardientes or these great these great tiny rums from all over the place, they just die. They just go away. And then these guys are out here trying to make a couple extra bucks. It's bad news.
Last bit of news I wanted to cover before we get to the last two pours. I want to talk about this from the lens of what is likely to happen with Blue Run. I would say in the next year, in terms of where they will go with their parent company. So Molson Coors wrote down a $75.3 million full impairment charge to our definite lived intangible asset related to the Blue Run Spirits asset group. This just basically means that they lost $75 million because of Blue Run. The way that this is being presented, from my point of view, who knew premium 4-year whiskey would flop crazy? Here's the thing. Yeah, premium 4-year whiskey that's $125 a bottle.
Yeah.
It is so weird that they are talking about this in such a public manner to almost like to almost manufacture consent for when they inevitably drop them in 2026.
Yeah.
Like I said this, so I talked about this on X, the Everything app, with the author of this article, Janet Patton. Who I said, I'm not entirely shocked given how much promise and under-deliverance has been given with Blue Run, but that is a much larger dollar amount than I could have expected. She said back, I've sent the company via Slack a boatload of questions about that. Why so much? What was the time-limited impairment about? What happened in the third quarter specifically? How much of that larger charge is Blue Run versus the Czech beer? I realize it's small potatoes to Coors, and arguably beer is having its own huge problems, as is wine. And of course, I said it feels like manufactured consent for when they inevitably dump Blue Run in 2026. With a lack of progress on their distillery, this apparent sales slump, and the overall bourbon bust, I can't imagine that them being so public with their numbers is anything less than that. Janet said, I think it's kind of telling that they keep mentioning their other whiskey in the boilerplate, but not Blue Run. Hope somebody's standing by with Shaylin Gammon's number to snap her up. This is just it feels so sinister.
Yeah.
And it feels so gross that they are being so public and being like, look at how bad they were for us. Look at us doing no wrong.
Yeah. Right.
And having these little babies who, we gave them all their toys and we were so nice to them by spending all this money on them, and they haven't done anything for us. It just feels so nasty. And, by publicly going, well, they lost us money, we're all going to be like, well, it makes sense that they're trying to sell them off, when the time is right, when the market is bad, and they don't have this huge distillery that was supposed to have been open by now, had beautiful plans for it, and has just been a dud over the past few years. I mean, it's just crazy.
Yeah.
And Chad's right. Did they pay that for Blue Run since the number was never disclosed? If so, that's too much. I mean, yeah. And I don't even think that was how much the distillery itself was supposed to cost. I feel like the distillery itself was supposed to be like $125 million or something like that, if I'm remembering correctly. Now hiring Blue Run to find a parent company. Yeah, this is called making sure no one else makes the same mistake. That distillery felt like a lie from day one. It really does. Perry, I have a question for you. With everyone complaining about the market downturn, the distilleries over in the U.S. drag their feet and flat out disregard the Aussie market. I think it's because the U.S. market is just their primary focus, even though there is probably broader per capita appeal for American spirits in other markets, and that bourbon and American spirits probably just perform better, but largely I shouldn't have done that, but I think because we have so much like vigor and desire to be like, oh, but it's America's native spirit, and we want to rely on the American market, and we don't want to have to rely on exporting this good. We want to show that it is a strong domestic product. They don't necessarily care to like look beyond that. I think that there's not to like heavily rely on like the aesthetic principles of it all. That's just kind of my initial read of it. What do you think, Cush?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's America has done a really good job of mythologizing bourbon. We treat it like it is. We treat it like it is a chateau, a wine. Where just having that name on it's an American thing. Makes it into this mythological being. So yeah, also I don't think tariffs are helping anything. I've watched 2 gin companies I've worked for coming out of Italy both break down. So I think a lot of people would be really open to importing more stuff. Everybody's, the Australian wine is as good a wine as you can get at this point. So I'm sure that I'm sure that their whiskey is right up at that level. But yeah, it's the American myth of our native spirit. I don't see a lot of people running out to try a non-American whiskey in the same way that they collect, that they chase cars down the street to get the bourbon. I think it's a bit of a made up market, but
yeah, American exceptionalism.
American exceptionalism. That's exactly right.
Yeah. Anyway, I just wanted to kind of touch on this a bit, kind of give my read on it, but I want to get Janet on the show as well to talk more about it.
Heck yeah.
This is what the distillery was supposed to look like.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a whole thing.
$51 million, sorry. It was supposed to open in 2025, but construction never began. So.
Beautiful pictures, though.
Good stuff. Yeah.
Put that one on the bottle.
Anyway, that's all the news that's fit to print this week.
I love it.
And we're going to... Whoa, my beard got caught in my microphone. That's crazy. That's never... Yeah. That's never happened before.
Yeah.
Let's move on to our last couple of pours here, Cush.
Cool.
Coolest skate park ever. Yeah, it would have made for a nice... I'd shred the gnar on that. Oh, man.
All right, moving on to 4.
We are. And we got one more after this as well.
Yeah.
How you feeling so far?
I'm feeling real good. feeling right there, right in the place. Again, we're going darker. Not as much nuttiness on this one. A lot more ethanol. Definitely smelling the burn in this one. So I'm going to take a guess and say it's got some age to it, and it has some proof in there. Yeah, that is up there. That's a Manhattan whiskey right there. I feel like there's a lot of tingle going on there. Yeah, that's boozy.
Yeah,
that's boozy. I got to put that up over 100 proof. I'll be honest with you, not catching a ton else. I'm finding like this one's really hot. A really nice mixing whiskey. I'm sure that'll tone it down with a little bit of ice as well. But beyond that, kind of
yeah, I think it could use a couple drops
kind of an ethanol
water,
bomb
for sure.
Yeah, no, for sure. Yeah, I have to say that this is going to go over 100 proof. I might put it at 105, maybe a little bit higher than that. Okay. It really is. I think I think they could have done well by adding a little bit more water to this one to bring out some more of the spirit, to bring out a little bit more of the flavor, because it may just be that it's the 4th one, but yeah, a lot of booze on the nose and a lot of booze on the flavor. Yeah.
Lil Boozy, aka Boozy Badass, aka Mr. Shoulders, Chest Pants, and Shoes.
My old rap names. He's listening to my music.
It's resurfaced. People have discovered it.
Oh no! Yeah. Uh-oh. Gotta shut the stream down.
Those thoughts on American whiskey exceptionalism, sponsored by Hibiki and Suntory.
All right, Roger. We get it. Yes,
Uh-oh.
we get it. No American companies own booze, own American booze anymore. we're right there. Yeah.
That's what. Yeah, that's the part that really hurts here, Roger.
Yeah. Suntory Beam.
Mr. Shoulders is back with another banger.
1 second, he's got it.
Yep.
Everybody get on your feet.
Mr. Pants, Shoes, and what was it? Pants, Shoes, and Shirt.
Shoulders, chest, pants, and shoes.
Mr. Shoulders, Pants, Chance, and Nerd.
Perry, do not say Lil's name 3 times, especially as Boozy, as we all call you over the weekend from the Whiskey Abbey Festival. And what? Okay.
You got a nickname.
Apparently.
There you go. A little Boozy.
Especially as we will call you over the weekend. Oh, okay.
Ah,
I had to reread that a couple of times.
are you heading down to Melbourne for the festival?
I wasn't planning on it.
Well, if you got a nickname, you got to go. Sorry, them's the rules.
That is. Oh. I can't. Okay, I understand. That's Lil being Boozy, his partner.
Oh, I see. I think
Lilith.
Lil Boozy is a good little name.
It is a good little name.
Yeah,
Little name.
yeah.
How we doing here, Cush?
Hanging in.
Firing on all cylinders.
Yeah, gotta hit it.
All right.
Yeah, we have to do one show after this.
Yeah, you're gonna have maybe the best stream ever.
Yeah, we're I got a mystery box that showed up in my mailbox yesterday. I thought it was the stuff you were sending me. It was from Steve the bartender. You know Steve the bartender?
I do know Steve the bartender. Yeah.
Yeah, Australian guy. He sent me a bunch of bitters. Like I don't know Steve the bar. Like I know of him. I don't know who he is, but he followed me on Instagram and then sent me a bunch of bitters. So I think he wants me to use them. So sorry, Steve. That's what we're doing after I have my 5 whiskeys. We're gonna try your bitters. So that's what we can look forward to. I know that I'm gonna slip into that little Australian accent that I don't do and call everything crikey. Yeah, no, Steve is a bartender. No doubt about it. Yeah, it's
some real Sherlock Holmes stuff going on in the streets.
Shade, got it.
Steve the bartender is a great accountant. Dr. Cush gonna slip into Steve Bitters. What does that mean? What does that mean, Chad?
I think it's innuendo. I think it's innuendo.
Okay. I mean, I understand, but it's just sometimes. Anyway, all right. Pour number 5.
Pour number 5. Here we go. Clear bottle.
Let's.
There we go.
Okay.
See how we did.
Shiver me bitters. Oh my god. This is there is no, like I said, there's no self-report with my chat.
No.
And
no,
I
you
can't
need
imagine what it would.
I have
be like
if
they were over on your stream.
we have a Bon, who is our bouncer in this whole thing. Bon watches the show constantly. She's like the heart and soul of the chat. She will let you know. She will absolutely let you know if you are out of line, and she will shame you. And honestly, best addition to the show we've had. I mean, I've added a lot of cool stuff in here. Adding Bon to the show was the smartest thing I've ever done. So, all right, we're moving on to number 5. Lighter than the last one. Oh, do we get a rating? Paul, I didn't really care for the last one, so I'm going to put it in the low 70s right there. It was too boozy for me as just a taste. I'm sure we could find another use for it, but for just a taste, not really my cup of tea. God, I hope that's not a universally loved whiskey. Uh-oh. Sounds like it is.
We'll talk about it.
Cool. Great.
No.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it.
Okay, good. I'm doing all right. All right. Yeah, this one certainly less ethanol on the nose. Dry. I'm not catching any of the berry from that second one. that I like so much. I am catching none of the banana. It seems nice and dry. Seems like a dry sort of right there whiskey or bourbon. Here we go. Oh, that's interesting. Corn. I'm catching a lot of the corn in that. It tastes grainy. It tastes like it's I'm not catching a ton of wood either. One second. Maybe it is.
There's a reason for the corn, and we'll talk about it in a minute.
Yeah. I'm catching a ton of corn. I'm not. It smelled dry. It doesn't. Not that it doesn't. It just doesn't taste like rye dry. It tastes like it is a big ethanol dry. Like they are. Like they're throwing that. Like they didn't water it down to bring out a lot of the stuff, but they picked a lot of great grains for this. I would say that's nice and grainy.
Forlorn, it would be so funny if I ended this flight with mellow corn.
Yeah, that'd be a weird one.
It's just going up in proof, and then all of a sudden we end it with 80 proof corn whiskey.
Yeah. I gotta say, so this is also pretty proofy. I would say we're probably close to 100 proof on this one. It doesn't taste as high as the last one, which is a booze bomb. This is really nice. It's got a really good mix of the grain and the ethanol.
I love this pour.
I
don't know if it's my favorite out of everything.
Yeah, I think it's really nice. I think this is a good mid 80s whiskey. I think that it has a ton of character. I mean, like a ton of character. I would recognize this against a lot of other whiskeys. The proof does really good work in here, but the grains sort of show off. So I really like it. Not a lot of razzle dazzle. Like a good smash mouth American bourbon is what it tastes like. It just tastes like a big fat American bourbon. Oh God, oh God, what have I done?
We had me in the first half, not gonna lie.
Yeah.
All right. Well, is it safe to say that number 4 was your least favorite?
Number 4 was my least favorite. Yeah, I feel like number 4, let me just set them up here so that I can taste them as we go again. Yeah, number 4, I would say, is my least favorite. I just didn't find a ton of character beyond the ethanol.
Did you like number 5 or number 3 better?
I think I might have liked... Oh, 3 was the most unique by far. That's the nutty one. I think that gets bonus points for being really interesting. I think I liked number 2 the best.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think it was. I think it went 2, then 3, 5, 1, and then. I'm sorry. Yeah, 2, 3, 5, 1, 4.
Okay.
Yeah, that's my thought. That's what I can remember at this point.
I think you're right. That sounds correct, at least in my head. Yeah. All right. Well, let's start with your least favorite then.
Great.
Your least favorite Number 4 was Elijah Craig Barrel Proof B525.
Okay.
This is the second release from this year. It is an 11-year, 6-month-old bourbon. It is 126.2 proof.
Okay. Yeah. It's all proof. I mean, it really is thick, and I'm sure it works well with some ice. I'm sure that it works well in a lot of cool stuff. As a sipper, that is not what I'm looking for.
It is not my favorite of the batches this year. I think the C was my favorite batch. I did that on stream a few weeks back, and I don't remember the end result off the top of my head because I drank a bunch of barrel proof bourbon.
That is the problem. That is the downfall of what we do. Is like, hey, at the beginning, that's why I gave all of my really smart stuff. I said that all between 1 and 2. That's the way to go. Because at some point, I have nothing left to say.
Yeah. Number 1 is not my favorite, but I kind of use in tastings as a warm-up.
Okay.
For a lot of people. You 100% nailed, well, you almost nailed the proof. It's actually a little bit higher than what I remember. It's Bullet 10.
Oh, okay. Yeah, like nice, kind of middle of the road. Yeah, that's about what this is. Honestly, I don't think I could pick it out of another lineup.
It's 91.2 proof, of course, 10 years old. It's bottled by Bullet. It's sourced. Don't really know exactly where this comes from, I don't think. Might be Four Roses. might be wood. Bullet was never really all that clear with a lot of their, information about their product before
they're very secretive
to
about their mashes and their their stuff. So
probably a blend of Four Roses and Barton. Well, there you go.
Yeah.
Number 3. Or wait,
the most interesting of the group.
Sorry.
Oh yeah, number 5. Yeah.
5 is next. I cannot show the actual bottle.
Okay, that makes sense.
Because it was given to me by Chad.
Thanks,
here. Chad. It is actually a light whiskey.
A light whiskey.
Yes. It is 99% corn and 1% malted barley.
Hey, I nailed that one.
It is distilled in Indiana.
Okay.
Aged in Indiana.
Okay.
And it is 20 years old.
20 years old?
Yeah.
Jesus.
Are you ready for the proof?
Yeah.
It's 142 proof.
Okay. All right. I see the pattern at this point.
Yeah. It's hazmat.
Boy, that's so crazy
whiskey.
Because it seems so. It's a better blend that it works better, like as far as ethanol to taste than the barrel proof. 142 proof. I guess now that you say it, like it almost feels oily. So I think that's probably what that is. But 99% corn. I mean, yes, they're making Cush taste colors. This one tastes purple. Yeah. Wow. Yeah, honestly, Now that you say it, now that I have a healthy respect for it, I feel like I took a big swig of this. Am I going to be okay? Should I call somebody?
Well, if you
no,
start
like,
losing
no X's or anything, but yeah.
if you start losing feeling in your extremities, that's when you need
yeah.
to. And it lasts longer than
proof.
7 hours or whatever. He smells sounds. Yeah.
Honestly, for being so high in ABV, I think that one is spectacular. Know that it's all the way up there, all the fun stuff you can do with that. That's a really fun. Can you tell me the name of it, or are we're telling the proof and we're going
so
away?
it's from Rare Character,
okay,
which is a independent bottler out of Lexington,
okay,
here, and they're fantastic. Cush will be speaking in Braille.
I took a big sip of that. I was looking. I was like, I'm saying how much corn is in here, so I got to look for that corn. Like, I got to find it. And I feel like I did find it. I feel like my face got red in between then and now. Wow.
Maybe a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah. That, yeah. Now that you say it, the ethanol is, I think I was mistaking the ethanol and the corn like for each other, but now that I'm like looking for like the oiliness of the ethanol, this is like an oil slick.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's really good.
Yeah.
Use the rest of that in place of a 151 for a tiki cocktail. Oh.
Absolutely.
Oh.
Float that on top. Yeah, you float that on top of what did we just make the other day? The Expedition. The Expedition has it's got bourbon in it with some aged rum. Float that on top of that. Spectacular. Yeah, really an incredibly distinct rum. Sorry, I'm reading chat. I shouldn't do that. An incredibly distinct whiskey. An incredibly distinct whiskey. Very corn forward, and that'll slip one past you. This will open up a credit card in your name. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. This one has my number. Wow, that's great. So that's a really fun one.
So number 3,
yeah,
is also from Rare Character. So I also can't show the bottle. Okay. But I can tell you all the details.
Yeah.
It is a 10-year bourbon, almost 11-year bourbon, at 117.5 proof.
Okay.
This is sourced wild turkey bourbon. So it comes from, it comes from their distillery. Rare Character owns those barrels, and it turned into this single barrel pour.
I'm telling you, this is
absolutely adore this one.
What's that?
I was just saying, I absolutely adore this pick. It's so freaking good.
It's so it's the of all of these, and I'm trying to think of a more of a more distinguishable whiskey that I've ever tasted. I don't think there are other ones that are like huge banana, and I can pick those out, or there are some other ones that have really big cherry, from the wood that they're pulling out of, all the
right.
polyphenols and whatnot that they're pulling out of. I can sense that this is the most, without having flavor added to it, this is the most nut, most peanut that I've ever tasted in a whiskey. And it's so thick. It's like good and thick.
It's so off profile for what Wild Turkey is too. And Kyle kept saying that he thought, he said, I would have never guessed Wild Turkey from the notes he was pulling, but that's dope. It's again, very off profile. He kept thinking that it was a Knob Creek or a Jim Beam product. Every now and then you kind of get like a nutty profile from a turkey product, but very rarely is it as prominent as it is on this bottle.
Yeah, it really, just as a cocktail guy, I can think of 1,000 uses for that. Just finding ways to add like that salty peanut. I mean, honestly, like with like a Coca-Cola syrup in there, you have one of those Southern Cokes with a peanut in them. Like this
Oh yeah,
is that. It's spectacular, and also almost a little salty. And I don't know if that's just me like connecting peanut to salt, but really nice. I'm sure
I think
Jake
you're
will
on.
have something to
I
say
think
with
you're
me.
on it there.
Yeah.
Also, my dad's in the chat, Papa Ritter. I've been lucky enough to have tried the 117 proof, and it's so very good.
Yeah,
so
it
Papa
really
Ritter
is.
Can attest to it.
It is. Yeah, it's bizarre. Like it's unique. It as far as stuff that I've tasted before, this is unique.
Now, your number one pick, which was the number 2 pour, is a special bottle to a lot of people, and is a special bottle to me because it's what I opened when my second daughter was born.
Hey!
So thought I'd share a little bit with you.
I love that. I think maybe I can taste the sentimentality. Weller.
It's just Weller 12, man.
I think I actually have a bottle of that right here. I feel like if I go digging, I will find my Weller 12. Yeah. Honestly, yeah, okay. I'm very happy with that. I feel like Weller 12, as far as like a mainline sipping whiskey, it's got a lot of character, sweet notes, but also it's got that like it has what's the proof on that?
90.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I was right around there.
You hit it right on the head.
Look at me. Yeah. Honestly, I know it's not a main line, but like Weller 12 is fairly mainline-ish. Weller 12 doesn't change a lot through the years. So I honestly, that's excellent. It kind of has an Eagle Rare quality to me, the 10-year, where it's so many cool flavors running through it with the fruit pie we were talking about. I honestly, can I just say, very impressed that I didn't absolutely embarrass myself. So that's if you would put in so I don't know, if you put in Jack, and I'd be like, oh, this is clearly the best one. Oh, okay, well, crap,
Well, what's funny
Cradle
too
Jack.
is that even against like a 20-year hazmat light whiskey,
yeah,
it still holds up. Like it still has enough character and enough body to it that it doesn't feel out of place. It doesn't feel like it's not going to have enough to actually show up in some regard. But yeah, I also threw it in because I thought it would be fun just to show, just to see like where it would rank, and the fact that it pulled out at number 1 for you is kind of
number 1,
kind of great. Honestly.
Yeah, I mean, I'll be honest, not by a long shot, but certainly as far as far as a sipping whiskey that I would, I'd throw that into a cocktail as well, bring out stuff. But yeah, I think that's a really, Weller 12. I'm going to put it on my grocery list, get some Weller 12 back here, because that's, if I don't already have a bottle, I think that's what that's my style.
This guy's just finding Weller 12 at his grocery. What the heck?
Yeah, no, I listen. Yeah, right. No, I have a booze dealer. I got Mike at Vintage. I have a booze dealer. I've made enough friends in this industry that are scumbags that I have to use my scumbag friends to get me the whiskey that I need. And rum. I have an automatic call anytime a shipment of green chartreuse comes in. The moment it comes in, I get 3 texts. What else am I doing? Why else am I doing any of this? Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah, I honestly very happy with that. The Weller 12 makes me happy that's where we're at.
This has been a really fun stream, man. Thank you so much for being a part of it.
I honestly, I know we've been trying to do this for a long time, and I'm really, really excited that we finally got to do it. So hopefully we'll get you on my stream here soon. We'll make I'm gonna make you make a cocktail. Unfortunately, I'll send you out the ingredients, and we'll make a whiskey cocktail, and we'll sit and chat, and I'll ask you the questions.
Dude, sounds good to me. Everybody should absolutely go follow Cush. He's going to be streaming in 5 minutes.
Go take a quick shower. I'm gonna finish.
Yeah.
I'm gonna finish number 5 real quick because otherwise it's just gonna evaporate. So I have to do that, and then I'm gonna go. We're making 2 different cocktails where I think bitters will shine tonight, and we're gonna be using Steve the bartender's bitters. So that's what we're doing over at. You can just search Dr. Cush, Cush, over on YouTube's.
It's perfect. Folks, thank you all so much for watching. Subscribe if you haven't done so already. Like the video, all that good stuff. I appreciate it. Cush, thank you again for being on the show tonight. And we'll see y'all next week. Until then, though, I'm Perry. Your turn. You got to do it too, man.
Oh, yeah. I'm Cush.
There you go. And this is 10-Bit Live. Bye.